everybody, a big namaste from me. We're going to work today on arm balances. So hopefully you've done a couple of sun salutations or some kind of warm-up prior to this. So we're going to start first because for arm balances we have to have strong arms. So we're going to work on warming up the wrists first. So what we're going to do is to first of all get into tabletop position like this. So palms should be directly under your shoulders and your knees pretty much hip length apart or in the same line as those palms. So tabletop it is. And let us work on going clockwise like that. As many times as you would like, there is no limit. But in order to keep this video a little short, I will just do it 5 times. Okay, so we're going to work a little bit on our shoulders also. So what we could do is to be in the same position and bring your left shoulder in the same line as your right knee. So press that down like that. And bring your right arm around your back and let it hold on to your left thigh, or if it doesn't reach, that's also fine, just keep it there. Release that and let us do the same thing on the opposite side. I will just turn over and bringing the right palm down like that. Left palm goes behind and holds on to your right thigh. Release and lift up. So that is a little bit of shoulder work. And one of the preliminary arm balances that we could do today is the crow pose. So for this, sitting down in Balasana like this. Yeah. So the hips are open. So if you can get into this pose, well and good. Or even if you don't make that full, the feet to touch the floor, that's also fine. So you're sitting down like this and you're lifting up. So lifting up your bottoms. Keep your palms, spider palms I call it, and keep that pressed onto the floor like that. You're lifting up and 1. And if you want, you can always keep a cushion or a blanket, because just to save your head from banging onto the floor. So feel welcome to do that, because that does happen a lot of times. And lifting up like that and releasing also the other foot and keeping your core strong and steady there to maintain balance. And that is a crow pose. So if you're happy and you have done the crow pose many times, so we can get a little deeper and do the crane pose, which means bringing the knee into this area. So for this one, you're going to lift up like that, press. Look where the knees are going. It's going just where your armpit is. So you're under your underarms. So you're going to go there and lift again. Keep the balance there. Very much focusing on the breath. And that is the crane. So these are the 2 arm balances you can learn to start with. And of course, to get those wrists strong and your core steady for all these things, you could get into poses like the side plank, which means keeping the left palm onto the mat, right palm onto the mat, and lifting up like that. This is the side plank. So your core is strong and steady, arms are up, your wrists are getting very strong. And repeat the same thing on the other side. So that is another thing. And let us work on one more arm balance. It is called the EPK, or the Eka Pada Kaundinyasana. So we're going to work on EPK 2. There is EPK 1 and 2. So we're going to work on 2 first, because that is a little bit easier than the first one. So for this one, we're going to get into lunge position like that. Now you have to bring your shoulder, in this case my right foot is in the front, so I'm going to bring my right shoulder deep down, press that palm down here, and then get into something called a dragon pose, like that. But here my shoulder is very deep, so this is something that we need to keep track of, because if it's here, it's probably not going to get enough space to lift up. So we're going to have to do that. Let this go and also let the other go. So that is EPK number 2. And EPK number 1, if you're happy to try that, is getting into side crow. Yeah. So that is a pose, what we did was crow. When we do this, sitting down like this, my right elbow is where my left knee is. Keep that pressed down. Left elbow is where my left hip is. Lift up and keep going until you're in this. But when you straighten out both these things, this becomes Ekapada Kaundinyasana, EPK 1. I know that was a lot of information in a little time, but you have to keep practicing and keep that going on, and I'm sure your arms will get stronger, the wrists will get stronger, and you'll be able to do even more advanced poses. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and give it a like if you liked it. Bye bye.